Spirit Jr., otherwise known by his real name, Dashawn McKinney, has been well documented online for being a stalker, an overall creep, a notorious gooner, and an exposed pedophile. And in this video, I'm going to go over the history of Dashawn and his several controversies, as well as his current going allegations. You see, Spirit's early days can be traced during the height of the Vic Mignogna controversy. In case you aren't aware of it, I recommend watching this video by the 90s router that covers Weeb Wars and the Vic Mignogna situation. And I've stated this several times. This is probably the only thing that myself and Spirit agree on, and it's that Vic has never had any concrete proof that posted him being sexual with his fans. Is he a boomer? Yes. Is he too trusting? Oh yes. Does he sometimes say stupid shit? Yes. However, being the idiot that he is, Spirit decided to stalk one of the women who spearheaded the Kick Vic movement, Jamie Marchi, all the way to Canada from New York where he resides. He stalked her to her personal panel at the Anime North Convention in 2019 with the intentions to tear it down, as he says. When he finally got a microphone to ask a question like they tend to do at these cons, he was recorded asking this to Jamie Marchi.
Gotta finish your line about it.
After being kicked out, he proceeded to post 2 small clips complaining about the curators of the event, telling him to leave the premises for obvious reasons, where he tries to paint the narrative as him being silenced or attacked. That whole situation led to multiple members of Kick Vic and I Stand With Vic on Twitter laughing and making fun of Dashawn for his idiotic display that he did. Now you might be curious as to know what Dashawn's response to all this backlash was, and it was of course to send a bunch of death threats to members of Kick Vic on Twitter. And oddly enough, he could not wrap his head around why I Stand With Vic no longer accepted him when he'd say this crazy outlandish shit like this, that even Vic Mignogna himself would not approve of, which led to both communities mocking him, attacking him, and publicly humiliating him until he deleted his Twitter account. This public humiliation had reached far beyond the sphere of Vic Mignogna drama and caught the attention of the Wacky server and its owner, Pods, which brings me to my next chapter.
The epic result will come at a price.
Now, after being rightfully clowned on for making an ass out of himself by the Wacky server owner, Pods, and everyone else on Twitter, Spirit felt a specific rage towards Pods himself, to the point where he reached out to a Kiwi Farms user with an intent to hire them to dox Pods. Now, keep in mind that at this point in time, Pods was 16 and Spirit was in his mid-30s. Now, I'm not sure if it was on a live stream or a video, but there does exist a clip where Dashawn was confronted and shamed for doing so, where he lies and tries to say that he wasn't paying for a dox and that he was trying to pay for beer.
You got caught red-handed, you have no fucking
It was a joke.
loser. You have no fucking defense for your fucking scum. You have nothing. Fucking nothing. It's pathetic.
Wow,
and all you can say,
I already know that you hate me.
Go fuck yourself. I don't want to hear any more fucking excuses from your fat ass. All right? No fucking excuses anymore. You're a piece of shit, and you know
I'm a piece of shit.
You can't defend your actions. You have no fucking defense other than it was a fucking joke.
You'll notice a pattern of him lying about really dumb stuff with trying to convince you of the most asinine things ever. And as expected, Dashawn was further shamed and made fun of, and rightfully so. He even tried suicide baiting before in the past, which isn't really his first time doing so at all, really. Now, after all this stuff happened, nothing major happened regarding him due to him being a laughingstock, being name-dropped in Jamie Marchi's lawsuit, and attacked by Mars Girl. It made him stick his tail between his legs, really, and kind of just hide. He wasn't really gone online, and it really brings me to my next chapter here.
What's wrong? Scared?
He wasn't really majorly seen online until he met this TikToker, Kanel Joseph. Have you guys ever seen any of those losers online on TikTok that do social experiments or pranks in public that aren't even really all that funny? Well, Dashawn ran into one of those guys in 2022 by the name of Kanel Joseph. These videos are pure AIDS, so I'll give a small rundown. Kanel went to a con, noticed the giant 700-pound man-child and thought, this should get views. Spirit sniffed panties like 6 or 7 times throughout the video, laid a transsexual step on him, and became a reoccurring character on Kanel's channel. Now, it didn't take long for Kanel Joseph to expose Dashawn for pedophilia, as well as interviewing the girl who made the allegations to begin with. Myself, Stimulated Cynic, and the 90s Router agreed to help clear his name because we believe that he was being falsely accused, and boy were we wrong. I'll give a small TLDR regarding what happened. Spirit made a GoFundMe to sue Kanel, did not receive a lot of donations. One of the donations was actually me. 90s Router made a video to spread the word regarding the situation, and Stimulated Cynic helped find lawyers in his area that would help him, some of which being pro bono lawyers. Dashawn did absolutely nothing to help himself, did not meet with any lawyers, made no appointments, and did nothing but frustrate us until we decided not to help him anymore. Can't help anyone if they don't want to help themselves after all. So the whole thing was just left alone for a little while. Dashawn would make more and more videos. Clips would come out by him asking a minor for a foot job.
Yo, Spirit, you talking to this girl? And I'm saying, no. All I did was joked around. I even made a joke about getting a maple saw foot job, and she was laughing at that, where she was. And they said, but what makes you think it's okay to say that? And I say, it's a joke. We're both comedians.
Dashawn would be an overall creep in Discord VCs and making a fool out of himself, like barking for girls in Discord VCs. No, I'm not joking. Drawing on his man boobs for said girl. And as if all this public humiliation wasn't enough, Dashawn constantly leaves and rejoins the Wacky server, which houses several videos that you see on screen here of him making a complete idiot out of himself. But most recently, he's done possibly one of the biggest fuck-ups he's ever done. He has most recently doxed and swatted Von Dragon, and oddly enough, used my name to do so. He was even stupid enough to do this live on stream on Kick.
Yes, I like to report a wellness check on...
Vaughn, there's a screenshot of you talking to him, and he says...
Apartment... Yes.
So
he is
this is like
a
honestly
associate of Wacky Records. I want to undergo a wellness
and the
check
crazy part
on
is
him
he
on,
be accusing
my
us
Discord
of
right
using
now,
kids to
saying a whole
dox
bunch
people,
of stuff, saying he's gonna
but he's
himself or whatever.
but he's doxing
No, sir.
somebody who did
I was trying to get his
nothing.
phone number as we speak, but I only got his address.
Wow. And I don't understand.
Memes IRL says his fat ass talking to Pizza Hut. He lying.
Yeah, I'm calling him right now, boys. You're fucked, Vaughn.
To which he even tried saying he was falsely banned for. Apparently good old Dashawn McKinney thinks that you should be able to freely swat on Kick. Idiots like Dashawn are freely online everywhere, and with swatting becoming a serious thing, it grows increasingly dangerous and risky for people online. You can have whatever opinion you want regarding him not verifying the age of the girl he was being sexual with, but there's absolutely no excuse at all for swatting someone and using someone else's name to do so. That is identity theft, a literal crime, and attempted murder. I'll be leaving a link to his Kiwi Farms post that logs anything I might have missed regarding this sicko, as well as several videos by the Wacky channel that has recordings of him being such an overall degenerate, like ones you see on screen right here. Overall, this guy's a creep. He's a general idiot and gives anime watchers like myself, you maybe, or maybe the guy next to you, all a bad name. He's a complete disgrace to anyone who supports Vic Mignogna and all that stuff. He lives in the New York area, so I guess if you walk around New York and see him streaming on Kick like he always tends to do because he thinks he's more famous than he is, just point and laugh. Really, just point and laugh. That's all he'll really do. Thanks for watching.